Welcome to Reiki Rising, your sacred space for energy healing, mindfulness, and transformation. I'm Raven Waterblossom, a Reiki practitioner, teacher, yoga instructor, and intuitive guide. And I'm here to support you in reconnecting with your inner light and aligning with your essence. In each episode, we'll talk about the power of Reiki and its ability to shift energy, release blockages, and promote inner healing. We'll also explore insights from a new offering, Dharma Healing, Reiki and Mindfulness for Recovery, bringing together a fusion of Reiki practices and mindfulness designed to help break free from the habit energies that no longer serve us, offering a path to recovery, renewal, and peace. Whether you're just beginning your journey or looking to deepen your practice, this is your space to heal and thrive. Let's begin. Hello friends, and welcome back to Reiki Rising. I am Raven, your host, and today we are talking about eclipse season. What is eclipse season and how Reiki can support us during this time of transformation, of revealing, and reflection. I am going to be talking a little bit about eclipse season in general, and then I'll also be talking about this full moon we have this week and how this all comes together, what the energetic alignment looks like, and how we can navigate this. I'll be sharing some insight as well as some things that we can kind of think about and reflect on this coming week. So if you have been feeling any heightened emotions, if you've been finding yourself reflecting a lot, or even feeling maybe a sense of unpredictability, maybe something has suddenly happened in your life, you are not alone. Eclipse season is a time that really acts as a cosmic reset. So it really works to bring hidden truths to light. It's an unveiling. So it's urging us to release things that are not serving this next chapter, that are not conducive to us moving forward, that on a soul level we need to release. This could be lessons. This could show up as lessons, different things in our life. And sometimes we think of, what can I learn from this? The universe is teaching me a lesson right now. And we think of it as a punishment. So I'd like you to take an opportunity here to reframe that and to not think of these teachings from the cosmos, these teachings from our experience as a punishment lesson, a negative lesson. Although the circumstances may be difficult and it may feel negative, we are going to have suffering, we are going to have negative things happen in our life, but we do have the opportunity to shift our perspective and to see things as negative and opportunity. Opportunity to reveal, uncover, surface a truth that maybe on a soul level is really needing to come forward right now for your emotional growth and for your growth in your experience, in your relationships, especially during Venus retrograde, which is also happening right now. So in this episode, we will talk about what eclipse season is, how it affects us energetically, and why Reiki can help us in times of transformation. Again, we'll be talking about the full moon and what a total lunar eclipse means, particularly the lessons of the South Node. And currently our South Node with this eclipse is in Virgo. So we can lean into the themes around Virgo. I'll just talk about that a little bit. I'll also be sharing how we can work with this energy rather than resist it. And then I'll guide you through a simple self-Reiki practice to help you surrender to the shifts that are unfolding this week. This is a time for us to really trust, to set that intention to trust, to release, and to align with our highest path. Eclipse season happens when the sun, the moon, and earth align in ways that create either a solar or a lunar eclipse. These are special, unordinary full and new moons. They are supercharged, hyper-focused moments of destiny, of fate, and of course, transformation. Lunar eclipses are, especially like the one that we are experiencing now, occurring during a full moon, bring a really powerful emotional turning point. They tend to shine a light on what's under the surface. So it's asking us to release, to surrender, and to let go. This particular lunar eclipse is activating the South Node's lessons. And this is important because the South Node represents our past patterns, our karmic cycles, and any ingrained conditioning or programming. So you might be feeling a deep internal shift, as if certain structures and beliefs or even relationships are maybe dissolving. This isn't something to fear. And, like I said, we can look at this as negative or we can look at it as an opportunity. It's an invitation to let go, to just surrender and to trust the unknown, which is really difficult sometimes. It's really difficult for us to trust the unknown. But when we do, we create the space to allow something more aligned to emerge. During eclipse season, Reiki can be a lifeline, a way to stay grounded as the energy around us shifts. Eclipses often bring up unprocessed emotions, memories, past life energies, situations, traumas that are ready to be healed. So Reiki can help us in a few ways. The first is it calms our nervous system. As we are moving through these emotional upheavals, tuning into our self-Reiki practice or booking a Reiki session with a facilitator helps us to calm the nervous system during that practice. It holds space for our healing without judgment. That is so important, to hold a space for your healing, for your processing and integration without judgment. And during a session, setting that intention to just allow things to flow and to be released or processed as needed. Incorporating Reiki during eclipse seasons or times of eclipse where we have this heightened energy, where things can feel a little chaotic as our external circumstances are shifting, maybe quite rapidly, depending on your particular placement with the South Node. What is your South Node in? That would be it. What is it in would be a great thing to look at right now. If you are able to look up your chart, there are a lot of free options, ways to look at your astrology chart and to really notice what sign your South Node is in. This, is a time of a deep internal shift. These structures, these beliefs, or relationships are dissolving, and it's not something to fear. It's an opportunity. It's an invitation for us to let go of control and to trust, to really trust the unknown. And when we do that, when we create space to let go of that control and we quit grasping, we can really allow something more aligned to emerge. During eclipse season, Reiki can be a lifeline. It can be a way to stay grounded as this energy around us may be very tumultuous. It may be shifting quite rapidly. Eclipses often bring up unprocessed emotions, memories, past life energies that are ready to be healed in this timeline. So Reiki can help us to calm the nervous system as we move through these emotional upheavals. It can hold space. It creates a space for us to hold a place of non-judgment to whether you are in a session that's being facilitated or you're creating the space with your own practice. We can hold space for our own healing without judgment. That is something we have the capacity to do just by tuning into this practice. It gives us an opportunity to just allow it to unfold and to just honor all of those thoughts and emotions that are arising. It also helps to create a sense of inner peace. These are maybe big shifts that are happening around you. So creating this time and space to just come home to you creates a sense of inner peace. Can also help you let go of these rigid expectations. We have to trust. We have to trust in Reiki. We have to trust in this healing, right? We have to just let it flow. So we trust in the divine timing of our lives in the same way. This is a time when control is an illusion. And I like to come to this beautiful saying from Thich Nhat Hanh, there is no way to peace. Peace is the way. It's much longer. There's also no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. There's no way to enlightenment. You can really plug in anything here that you would like to plug in. There's no way to blank. Blank is the way. And I actually have this posted on my mirror. As I am getting ready in the morning, I kind of think of what is it that I want to embody for the day? What is my intention for the day? And how do I get there? By just doing it. And that's the practice. And eclipses teach us this lesson in a really impactful way. We cannot control what unfolds, but we can choose. We do have control over how we respond. So energy healing and Reiki helps us to cultivate that response with grace, with presence, and with acceptance. This full moon and this lunar eclipse are showing us where we have been clinging to that control, clinging to ideas of perfectionism or rigid structures in our life. So there are a couple of questions you can ask yourself during this time. Something to reflect on for this week. Where have I been self-critical or hard on myself? Where am I trying to force things to happen instead of trusting the divine timing, instead of surrendering? Where am I trying to force things to happen instead of trusting divine timing? And what old stories or beliefs are you still carrying that no longer serve you? What old stories or beliefs are you carrying that no longer serve you? They're no longer beneficial to your growth. The energy of the South Node is reminding us that holding on too tightly, grasping too tightly is going to keep us stuck. But if you've been feeling a sense of restriction or resistance, this eclipse is really here to help you loosen that grip and to just surrender to the flow of life, which is not always easy. It's a moment to step out of our need for certainty. Sometimes that need is rooted in our need for safety. We need to know for certain what the outcome will be to feel safe to move forward. Instead, we are shifting into trusting the wisdom of our heart, trusting our heart's wisdom. Let's take a moment to integrate these themes with a gentle Reiki practice. So find a comfortable seated or lying down position. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in and exhale fully. Again, in through the nose. Exhale fully through the mouth. Begin by placing your hands over the heart space. Just feel the warmth of your own touch, the energy of you, the energy of your own presence. Feel that warmth for a moment. The intention that we'll set here is I allow myself to release control and trust in the unfolding of my path. I allow myself to release control and trust in the unfolding of my path. As you inhale, visualize golden light filling the body. Let it fill the space of the heart. Let it fill the space around the heart. Let it move outwards, filling the whole chest, the arms, the belly, the neck, the head, the hips, the legs. Let that light and that warmth of your energy fill the body. Each exhale, feel yourself letting go of tension, letting go of stress, and any attachment to specific outcomes. If emotions arise, simply allow, surrender. There is no need to judge or suppress them. Allow them to flow through you. Repeat silently or aloud, I surrender, I trust, I am supported. I surrender, I trust, I am supported. Take a final deep breath in. Hold this energy of peace, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Although it may feel like it, this eclipse season is not here to break you. It's here to free you, to help you step out of these rigid expectations into a more aligned and peaceful way of being. Remember, there is no way to peace. Peace is the way. Reiki is one of the most powerful tools we have too. We can return to this state of peace no matter what is shifting around us. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Reiki Rising. If you'd like to integrate this eclipse energy more deeply, I invite you to check out our Substack. I will be including a couple of ritual practices there. It is free to join the Substack. I'll be sharing a brief article written up, a little blog post about this same episode. So if you'd like to come back and read it, sometimes we take things in, hearing them, reading them just really solidifies that. So I invite you to join me there in our Substack community, Reiki Rising. I'll be linking that in the show notes. let's really just come together. We're all kind of going through something similar at the same time. So support each other. I'd love to hear how this landed with you. This podcast episode will also be posted in the Reiki Rising Substack. So wherever you're listening, however you're listening, join us there or comment where you are. I'd love to hear your thoughts and how this sat with you, how this resonated with you. Until next time, trust the process, surrender to the flow, and remember you are exactly where you are meant to be. Thank you so much, friends. If you are curious about what a Reiki session with me would look like, either virtual or in person, I do offer a free 30-minute consult. You can book that on my website. I will link that in the show notes as well. We can discuss working together and see if that's something that aligns for us. Thank you again so much for listening. Please comment, like, share, rate this podcast, share it with people that you know that you think may enjoy it, may benefit from it, and let's build this community. Thanks, friends. See you next time.